Good morning. Today I am here to discuss yesterday's paper, EIS examination paper. I am very happy to announce that majority of the questions are coming from our guest questions. And at the same time, almost all the questions are available in our masterminds material. So I request you all, please follow the guest questions correctly. And at the same time, try to revise and write the contents related with the answers. As far as examination paper is considered, it may give you in the form of 4 or 5 long sentences, but that question includes a direct technical term. There is no need to worry about examination question answer because the entire question will be covered under a single technical term. Right. See, in this case, we have these are the elements that are majority of the questions are coming from our guest questions. 1A, that is concepts of data and DBMS, e-commerce, m-commerce, BPA risk and controls, financial accounting system, core banking system, concepts of data and DBMS, components of information systems, and also we have information system risk and controls too. One more point I would like to tell you. See, in the case of masterminds material, for convenience, we have divided the total 5 units into 10 chapters. Total 5 units into 10 chapters. For example, consider unit number 3. In masterminds material, we have components of information system, data and DBMS, IS control centers, IS audit. These 4 chapters are come under one unit. Like that, emerging technologies, e-commerce come under 1 unit. Core banking system is individual unit. And some concepts of data and DBMS and financial accounting system come under financial accounting system. So let us go through a question paper. Yes. That is part 2, section A. Business intelligence, BI, is a technology driven process for analyzing the data and presenting actionable information to help corporate executives, business managers, and other end users to make more informed business decisions. This is the definition of a business intelligence. The total part, whatever the part that is given in your question paper, is a definition of business intelligence. And the direct question is, list out the benefits of using business intelligence in an organization. So from our guest questions, we have an element in question number 6. We have, what is business intelligence? Explain benefits of business intelligence. This is a direct question. Or even in our material, we have data and DBMS, the concepts of data and DBMS. In this case, we have a direct question, business intelligence. I told you actually business intelligence and data analytics are various important elements as far as this chapter is considered. And here we have business intelligence, advantages of business intelligence. See this is the question number 19. It's the definition. Just I want to show you how the question is represented. Business intelligence is a technology driven process for analyzing the data and presenting actionable information. It helps to make more informed business decisions. That is a definition that is given in this case. And here, what are the advantages or benefits of business intelligence? It is a direct question. So you have to write accelerating and improving the business decision making, optimization of business processes, increasing efficiency, managing new revenues, advantage, competitive advantage over the market, and so forth. This is for 3 marks question. It's a direct question. In any mode of examination, they always trying to give you the definition or a part of answer in your textbook with added line or a statement. Next one, 1B. See, all these questions are available in our masterminds material, but some of the questions may not be in guest questions, but majority of questions are available in our guest questions. Next, briefly discuss the characteristics of core banking system. Actually, these elements, characteristics of core banking system is not available in our guest questions, but it is available in our masterminds material directly. That is, core banking system, centralized online real-time environment, which is very important question too. Centralized online real-time environment always try to provide accessibility from different places with a single or a centralized databases, with a single and centralized databases. See this? In this case, we have a direct question in masterminds material. What are the characteristics of core banking system? Which is a A grade question, important question. So you have to write customer of a branch will be converted into customer of a bank. They always try to share a single common database. Maintenance of standardization. It acts like a delivery channel, everything. What are characteristics of core banking system? Next. Question number 2A. PQR Limited is planning to receive the payment from the customer through a digital payment. We have a direct question. Digital payment involves financial transactions in the form of electronic manner. No hard cash is involved in a digital payment mechanism. Right. Though there are lots of benefits of digital payments, we have a separate question called advantages of digital payments, different categories of digital payments, that is UPI, Unified Payment Interface, AEPS, and then card payments, etc. But there are drawbacks as well. Briefly explain 6 drawbacks of digital payments. Here, this is a question related with electronic commerce called e-commerce, m-commerce, and the size of the question, that is somewhat large. It is not a simple definition. It includes number of subheadings and then 6 marks. This is very easy and important question. So and so Limited is planning to receive the payment from the customer through a digital payment. So we have different types of digital payment. We have advantages of digital payments and drawbacks. What is the question? What are drawbacks associated with digital payments? Consider we have e-commerce, m-commerce chapter, electronic commerce, and mobile commerce. We have question number 11. This particular part deals with drawbacks of digital payments. We go for m-commerce. If you go for m-commerce, there these are various categories of digital payments, but our target is what are drawbacks of digital payments? What are drawbacks associated with digital payments? This is drawbacks of digital payment. That is, digital payments always leads to difficulty for the non-technical people. At least some technical knowledge is needed for handling digital payment mechanism. If you are using digital payment, it always leads to theft of data, risk of data theft. If someone who captures your QR code or your account information, they perform malicious activity. And then if you have a physically hard cash, you are restricted to spending. Whereas in the case of a digital payment mechanism, you are having access to the total amount available in your bank through various applications that leads to overspending. Disputed transactions, for example, sometimes your card mechanism may be misused by unauthorized parties. We have increased business cost, necessity of internet access. Without internet, you cannot do anything. This is one more question in the case of our guest questions. Next one. Internal control provides entity with only reasonable assurance and not absolute assurance about achieving entity's operational financial reporting and compliances objective. That is a definition of a control. A control is nothing but policy, procedure, practices, organization structure where we are achieving business objectives. Undesirable events can be prevented, detected and corrected. In this case, we have a direct question. Explain any four inherent limitations of internal controls. This is directly in our topic. That is BPA elements. See this in our masterminds material. First I go through masterminds material. So okay, BPA risk and controls. We have a concept called a BPA risk and controls. This is available in question number 9 of guest questions. See this. Okay. What are explain the limitations of internal control system? We have only 4 points, very easy and simple points we have. That is BPA risk and controls. Say this. Business process automation. Always try to automate the manual activities so that no manual interaction is allowed. Always trying to remove the human element from the organization. Okay. Question number 15 in our masterminds material, it is also under our guest questions. Internal control system. That means your control aspect should not exceed the value of asset. Most of the internal control cannot manage the transactions of unusual nature. That is possibility of avoidances of internal controls through collusion with the employees. There is a person who is responsible for implementation of internal control may misuse the control mechanism. and then manipulation by the management. This is one more guess question that is available. Next question. Question number 3A. Data mining is a process of analyzing the data to find the previously unknown trends, patterns, and associations to make the decision. This is exact definition of data mining. You can check out in our material. In the case of data and DBMS chapter, this is a direct definition. As an IT expert of a company, explain the steps involved in the data mining process. That's why we used to give you guidelines. EIS subject is not a difficult subject. You can expect direct questions from Masterminds material, including the format. So, explain the steps involved in the data mining process. Let me go through the material first. Data integration, data collection, data transformation. We have various steps. Say this. We have a direct question, sir. Explain the steps involved in data mining process. Explain the steps involved in data mining process. Actually, this is an important question, but that is not available in our guest questions, right? You may take it as a choice also. So this is a 6 marks question, but we have given this is important question. It is also described in previous examination patterns too. So data integration, that means we are collecting the data from different sources. And then data selection, all the data collected may not be used for processing. A part of data must be selected. Unnecessary parts of data, inconsistencies, redundancies are going to be eliminated, called data cleaning. That should be ready for processing. Further, you need to apply some smoothing, aggregations, normalizations, and we have mining, and then evaluation, finally decision making. This is a direct question from our Masterminds material too. Next point. ERP implementation is a huge task and requires lot of time, money, and patience. It is ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning is nothing but an integrated solution which combines different parts of departments or different departments into one consolidated area. That's why Enterprise Resource Planning always provides you one application, one user interface and one database for the entire organization. So it requires lot of time, money, and patience. Organizations implementing ERP system should keep abreast of latest technological development and implementation. Huge technological development and implementations too. That's why. Which is required to survive and thrive, called manage. Discuss various risks. This is a direct question from our Masterminds material and also from guest questions too. Discuss various risks and controls corresponding to the technological risk in an ERP environment. We have financial and accounting system. In this case, what are the technological risks and corresponding controls involved in implementation of ERP? So very important unit, Enterprise Resource Planning. You have to concentrate more. Enterprise Resource Planning always provides you integrated element. That is, we usually say one database, one application, one user interface for the entire organization. But the cost of ERP, for example, consider SAP. The cost of a SAP package may be around 80 to 85 lakhs per 1 year. For 1 year. So in this case, we have a direct question from Masterminds material too. That is question number 16. that is also represented here in the form of RTP, MTP. We have, based upon the instructions from our director sir, Prakash sir, we used to give every time whenever RTPs or MTPs emerge, we are going to modify our material. So it is continuous modifications. That's why we can say that our material is high quality. So what are technological risks and corresponding controls involved in the implementation of ERP? It is a direct question, sir, that is available in our guest questions too. Next question, 4A. XYZ Bank wants to deploy and implement core banking system to all of its branches. As a consultant, how would you suggest the deployment and implementation of CBS at various stages to ensure that bank's automation objectives are achieved? By seeing this question, we have a direct part, that is, this is available. This is directly available in our core banking system. This is very important question too. And also that is available in our guest questions. Discuss the stages of deployment and implementation of CBS. That is planning, approval. So all the questions, listen, all the questions are from Masterminds material. Discuss, see this, discuss the stages of deployment and implementation of CBS. That is a technical term, that is a word. You can directly identify the term except remaining part. That's why I told you at the beginning, any enterprise information system question paper is considered at any time. 2 or 3 lines of additional information may be given to you, but our target is to identify the exact point, exact key term, so that you can grasp. The deployment and implementation of CBS should be controlled at various stages. That is, see this is the question. A part of the answer may be asked you a question. We have a planning, approval, selection, design and develop or procure, testing, implementation, maintenance, support, updations, and then finally audit. It is a direct question and is also from the guest question too. Don't worry about, just try to identify the impact of Masterminds material and guest questions. Next, hybrid cloud. Actually, we have given the definition of hybrid cloud and service models and in general about the cloud. But here the question is hybrid cloud. It is a definition, sir. Hybrid cloud is a combination of at least one private cloud and at least one public cloud environment. Combination of public cloud and private cloud. At least one public, one private. For example, any of public private community, all are combined together to form a hybrid cloud. Mention the characteristics of hybrid cloud. This is available in our cloud computing. A cloud computing is a method of sharing the services, storage, network infrastructure, or anything on demanding basis with the help of internet on a paper use basis. On internet basis, on the paper use basis. See this. Even though this question is not available in guest questions, but we have clearly mentioned the importance of this question. See, importance of this question, this is already asked in MTP 19 for 4 marks. Important question. That itself shows the importance of this question. Characteristics of hybrid cloud. See, as far as emerging technologies are considered, we have given cloud computing, just cloud computing characteristics, advantages, and service models. And here we have mentioned a part of question is covered, but that is hybrid cloud. At least one public cloud, one private cloud is combined together to form hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is scalable. You can extend and we can decrease. Partially secure, as private cloud is considered, the private cloud is completely secure, whereas public cloud is considered that is less secure. When you combine both public and private cloud, which leads to partially secure. There should be strong, stringent SLAs, service level agreement. This is an agreement between cloud service provider and the cloud user. Whereas a private cloud is considered, private cloud exists within the organization, so there is no SLA. Even though there exists SLAs, they are weak. Whereas in the case of this computing, we have stringent, strong SLAs, complex cloud management. If you have more than one cloud environment, ultimately the complexity may be increased. This is another question, that is 4B. 4B, actually that is not in your guest questions, but still in our material a part of question may be covered too. Next question. In the present age of information technology, business process automation, what is that? Business process automation is a key technology enabled automation of activities or services called automation. That is, manual element will be removed and we are executing operations with the help of information technology. As an information technology consultant, you are requested to suggest any 3 examples of business processes that are best suited to automation and also discuss any 3 challenges involved in BPA. Actually, this is not in our main material or not in our guest questions, but we have provided a supplementary material to the students. That means all newly added questions are combined and to provided with the required headings. We have given some material elements in the terms of supplementary material. In the supplementary material, we have a direct question. There are 2 questions there. What are examples of 3 examples of business processes that are best suited for automation? It is in BPA. And also the next question, following the next question, any 3 challenges involved in business process automation. So next one, question number 5B. This is from our guest questions, at the same time our masterminds material too. What are 2 disadvantages of database management system? That is in chapter number 2, components of information system. That is data and DBMS. What are the advantages and disadvantages of DBMS? We have 2 disadvantages of DBMS, cost and security. This is one question that is in our guest questions. At the same time, in our main material too. In the case of database, data and DBMS concepts, we have a direct question. What are the advantages and disadvantages of DBMS? Here we have database management system is a software system that allows us to access the data in the database. It may include creation, modification, insertion, deletion, planning, controlling everything. We have 2 disadvantages. Even though we have various advantages of DBMS, still some form of disadvantages. Implementation of DBMS is an expensive one. You need to buy a software. And implementing DBMS can be expensive and time consuming, and you need to provide training requirements to all employees too. That is, next one is security constraints. Even though you provide a security in a better manner, still there is a possibility of hacking. If a security violation exists, a part of data or the total data may be lost. Next one. And differentiate between processor registers and cache memory. Just this is also in our guest questions, but it is in the form of a separate part, in the form of 5E is a register, 5F is a cache memory. You may write in a tabular format. This is for only 2 marks. This is for 2 marks. And then see this, registers or high-speed memory elements exist within the CPU. These are temporary in nature. Registers are made up of flip-flops, whereas cache memory, there exists a speed differences between registers and main memory. We are introducing a cache memory. Cache is faster, which is made up of static RAM. Cache can store recently executed data, whereas registers are going to be accompanied with the CPU. It holds arithmetic operations or addresses, data, and also miscellaneous. Actually, we have one more point: accumulator, address register, data register, and miscellaneous register. But there is no need to write all those points. Just simply, this is a 2 marks question. You may write differences in the form of tabular format where you can get more marks. This is also in our guess questions. Next one, explain any 2 output controls. Actually, this is not in our guess question, but this is our question in the case of information system risk and control, question number 40. That is output controls. Once the data is processed, you need to provide output to the user. Output must be secured, consistent. You need to manage confidentiality and consistency of data when you are producing output of a system. Basically, we have different categories of output controls too. What are those? Storage and logging of sensitive information. Logging of output program execution. Yes, you may mention at least 2 control, that is sufficient. Storage, already we have storage and logging of sensitive and critical forms, logging of program output, spooling and queuing, controls over printing, report distribution and collection controls, and also we have retention control. You require to mention only 2 points, that is sufficient for examination. This is also for 2 marks, either this or this. So I can say that if you prepare well for the subject in advance, 2 or 3 revisions are needed for EAS. It is not at all easy for you to accumulate the total information in a single stretch. First, try to revise the topic, try to remember the subheadings, and I used to give information like this. In majority of situations, many of the students are not familiar with the question, but they already know the answer, but they don't know for which question I need to write. That's why try to read out the question first, then only answer next. Okay, so once again, this is the paper related with enterprise information systems. I think all of bits are also covered from the questions in our masterminds material too. In this case, question number 1A, 3 marks, definition of this is the definition of business intelligence, and the question is advantages or benefits of BI. This is a direct question from our masterminds material, characteristics of core banking system. This is also a direct question. If you leave this part, for example, if you leave this part, you can directly answer, explain any 6 drawbacks of digital payment. It's a direct question. Explain any 4 inherent limitations. It is also a direct question. And then it is also a direct question. Yes, it is also a direct question. Explain the steps involved in the data mining process. And then we have, this is also a direct question. Discuss the various risk and corresponding controls related to technological risk in an ERP environment. This is a direct format from our masterminds material. This is also a direct one. This is also a direct question. I told you this is not in your regular textbook, but it is available in supplementary material. That is also a direct question. This is a direct one, direct one, direct one. So there is no need to worry about it. You can write. You can, by seeing this question paper, I think I can say that this is very easy. If you follow the guest questions correctly, ultimately you will get a good result too. Okay. Thank you. That's all.